Hi, Bill Parish here with GTT Audio, and we're in our big room with Jim Merod, out here from California.
GTT, huh?
Yes. Jim's from Bluport Jazz and contributing writer for Positive Feedback. You came out to New York to MC at the Lincoln Center Gala that was honoring Benny Golson, which you co-authored his book.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
And you made the time to come out here, so I thank you for that.
Well, I thought if I couldn't come here, I wouldn't come east. So you were stuck with me.
Well, there you go.
Unless you were a jerk and then you told me to go away, and then I'd never want to talk to you again.
Well, I appreciate that you came. So we listened today to the Kronos Pro with the Black Beauty arm, airtight cartridge,
Ridiculous, just
the
ridiculous.
SCPS1, all Audionet gear.
Yeah.
The Sonya, YG Acoustic Sonya XVs
Yeah.
with Kubala-Sosna elation cables throughout.
Yeah.
So what did you think?
Mid-level system, you know. What did I think? You know, you almost don't know what you think when you hear something that revealing, that musical, that transparent, and frankly, that scary dangerous in its audio immediacy. We listened to Bill Evans at the Vanguard, a recording I've heard from the very moment it came out on vinyl, and I've owned many iterations of it, and there's Bill Evans in the room. I mean, at no point are we listening to a recording. We're hearing Bill with Scott LaFaro right there in front of us, and it's an emotional experience for me.
Yeah. I mean, you've been at the Vanguard.
From 1961. I mean, I've been going there, 57 years, right?
And it transports you right there.
Yeah, it does. And as I say, when music is that well recorded and it is that well reproduced, and maybe this may be the only system that does what I just said with the word that. You're not only there, back in a place that 50 miles away or whatever, but you're back in time. It's as if such sonic immediacy is not just a sonic experience and an emotional experience, perhaps an intellectual experience. It's an existential experience because the time when it happened is now recreated. And that's not even the way to put it out, actually, because while you'd say the time of that recording in 1958, 59 is recreated, reproduced, no, it's literally here again. And so there's a kind of weird time travel that occurs when reproduction hits this level of truthfulness. We use the word transparency and accuracy and clarity and all that, but in a way those are inadequate words, because I'd say what we heard with Bill Evans and the other things we listened to, but I'm most moved by that, and Dizzy Gillespie, you know, at the Plaza Hotel.
Oh,
with the Duke Ellington, you know.
Duke Ellington Jazz Party,
yeah.
Which I know you've said is,
oh,
that's your Desert Island
pretty
album.
much, pretty damn much so, yeah. I guess what I'm saying is,
I know that made that
I just had a time travel experience a moment ago. 57 years were erased. Either I was taken back there, or it came to me. It doesn't make any difference. Whatever it is, 57 years were collapsed. And that happens, I think, only when you have that kind of recording. And of course, music that's worth that much adoration, right? But this system is, as I said to you before, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Because a guy doesn't want to get up and just do ordinary things, you know, like get in bed with your wife. As much as you love your wife, there's a seduction about sitting there that is compelling. Other than that, I thought it was just normal.
Just normal.
Not at all.
Like
Happy normal,
you
right?
came in, 2 or 3 years ago and
Yeah.
heard a similar system, all the same cast of characters,
Yeah.
Audionet, but
Yeah.
this year we've added a set of mono blocks. We had YG speakers before, Sony 1.3s. Now we've got the XVs. We had a Kronos turntable with a airtight Supreme cartridge, and now we've got an Opus 1, and we've added the SCPS1. optional power supply. So, you know, yeah, we just optional until you hear it, and then it becomes mandatory. But we do just keep getting better, and we know that we're going to get better. In probably 6 weeks, we'll have Kubala-Sosna's realization cables connecting everything. We will have Audionet's Stern reference preamplifier and Heisenberg's by the end of the summer. So it's moving along.
And I'm not invited, huh?
You'll be invited back. You're always invited. It's an open door.
You know what's interesting about what you just said, with the difference between the system, 3 years ago and now?
Right.
And it's totally counterintuitive, right? That more became less. More high-end or more great gear winds up taking out more of the extraneous nonsense, the veiling, the mistakes, or whatever you call it, the grunge, or just the fog that somehow keeps well-recorded music from being completely recreated. So more high-end there becomes less nonsense. It got us closer. I mean, there's a counterintuitive.
We were talking that it's like we removed a glass, a
Exactly.
picture window, and walked through it, and now we were in the room.
And as I've said to you many times and again today, there's almost a sadness about this insofar as musicians who make this music never hear themselves this well, or almost never have the chance to hear how great they were recorded.
Yeah. There's a few around, some local jazz guys. Billy Drummond, I know you know, comes over. He gets to hear himself.
Billy used to be married to Rini Rosner, who's now married to Bill Charlap.
Really?
Yeah, Billy's a good guy, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
And, you know, I wish more would reach out because it's open and we'll play. We love music.
But the moat around your house usually has sharks in it, so how do they get in here?
It's appointment only.
Yeah. It was fun to be here, Jim.
Thank you so much, Jim.
You will let me come back.
Absolutely.
You're on.
All right. Thanks. Goodbye.